Now what's popping off with everybody out there in YouTube land? I hope y'all motherfuckers are feeling well. I hope you had a great new year. I hope you kicked your shit off proper style for 2023. You know what I'm saying? Now I know y'all looking at the title and y'all like, Uncle Nick's on that space cadet shit and he's about to talk that shit. And you can guarantee that, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go in, but I'm about to spit the real, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to make some sense of this fucking debacle, this confusion over here, you know what I mean? But before we get into the video, I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you haven't, if you just tune in every now and fucking then, you know what I'm saying? And hit that notification button if you fuck with a nigga, like, share, and all that other good shit. But anyhow, let's get into the video. Now, you got Styles P, got Math Hoffa, and you got J Hood wrapped up in this fucking situation over here. Styles P's pissed off at J Hood, and Math Hoffa, he's like, yo, son, check this out. You could have called me. You know what I'm saying? You trying to have some D-Block fucking LOX Ringley Brothers circus popping off on some reality TV show bullshit. This ain't love and hip-hop, nigga. We ain't down with that. Your show's whack, and fuck you, J Hood. We took care of you, son. You know what I mean? And then you got Math Hoffa, who's like, yo, son, I'm just out here providing content for my fans. I'm out here to interview every notable motherfucker with a quotable in hip-hop that put this pain in. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody. I'm here to do my fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get all y'all motherfuckers up here to handle this handle. You know what I mean? Put some great interviews out there. And y'all niggas ignored me, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that I was just trying to be on some groupie shit. Or I was harassing y'all to all, you know, do y'all little interviews when I was actually trying to kill two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to move, shake, get y'all on the show, but also put y'all on to what the fuck I was about to drop, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Then you got J Hood on the other side, basically dropping mad tea. Niggas stole 60K. Niggas was giving me sneakers from the back of the fucking closet. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't do this. Niggas did do that. But he was very humble, forthcoming. And that's the way it all fucking broke down. That's the way the cracker crumbled. You know what I'm saying? If you've been living under a fucking rock, you ain't got a post, or you've been living in your mother's basement. That's the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna pick a side here. You know what I'm saying? I think J Hood has valid points, and that's his experience. He lived through it, and he could talk it the way he wants to talk it, and I'll fuck with son, and I want to see him win. And I can relate to what Math Hoffa's going through as a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? As a motherfucker that's involved in this hip-hop shit. I've done some classic motherfucking interviews. I get down for the come up, you know what I'm saying? And niggas have come on my show and said some crazy shit, or said some shit that ruffles somebody else's feathers, you know what I'm saying? And then when they leave the show, someone else might come on and say some shit about them. And now their panties are in a bunch, and now you're getting painted as the fucking bad guy when it's like, yo, son, at the end of the day, I let you come up here and talk your shit. Now son came up here to talk his shit. It's a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? I'm being neutral. I'm just trying to get the history, the facts, break it down, and give the fans what they want at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck you gonna be mad at me for letting another guest do what you did on my show? You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it real. At the end of the day, a lot of these hip-hop motherfuckers, they'll come on your show, they'll do an interview, you'll do some numbers, you know what I'm saying? And then them niggas is out. Niggas ain't really trying to help you do nothing. Them niggas most of the time don't follow up with other interviews or with other artists, or like, yo, Nick, meet me backstage over here, or yo, you could be at this show with me, or doing this, or, you know, niggas don't really think about you to that capacity to help you blow your shit up. So you gotta do what you gotta do along the way to build your motherfucking brand off of what these niggas is doing, because you're an intricate part of the puzzle too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Math Hoffa really gets any blame here, because he tried to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Then at the end of the day, I understand where Styles P's coming from, because he's like, I sat on your show, I looked you in your eye, we vibed as men. We drank, we smoked, we did whatever the fuck we did, and I gave you, you know what I'm saying, some energy and some time out of my motherfucking life that I can't get back, and this is what I get. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is spitting in the wind and it's flying back in my face. Fuck out of here with that shit. So I understand why he was upset. But fuck all that. Let's get into it, and let's really break down why this situation went left from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it way motherfucking back. Why was J Hood 13, 14, 15 years old hanging out with niggas, you know what I'm saying, on the block, trying to get money, trying to do this and that, when at the end of the day, you should be at home getting your education, and your parents should be holding it down? Because the main problem in the ghetto is that we got all these fatherless homes. We got kids growing up without fathers, mostly the males. You know what I'm saying? When you want to start looking at statistics, who's doing the murders, who's doing the armed robberies, who's doing this and that. It's a small population in America responsible for the majority of the fucking crime, and that's just the motherfucking truth. And why is this going down? Because there's no fucking nuclear family. And I've been preaching this shit for a minute. When Black Lives Matter came along talking about tear down the patriarch, we're gonna do this, we're gonna change that. Well, where's the fucking money for the marriage counseling? Where's the money for the fathers coming home from doing biz to come together to build with their kids? Where's the family motherfucking have any place to try to thrive within this little fucking utopia you're trying to create? It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to break shit up, dismantle shit, and fuck shit up. And that's the problem in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women out here raising kids without fucking fathers, and people don't want to admit that this shit is fucked up. And they want to say, oh, I'm an independent woman, I'm strong, I'm this, I'm that. And that may be the case, but at the end of the day, if you're all that, you could be even more with your motherfucking husband holding it down. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, that was the situation with J Hood. That was the situation with me growing up. That's why I was selling crack and getting arrested and getting into trouble, going to fucking jail since I was 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? But let's really put our thinking cap on. Let's use our scientific mind. J Hood's 13, 14 years old. He meets these dudes. He starts hanging out with them. If I'm your father, I'm going to be like, yo, what the fuck you doing down there with these niggas? They all felons. They all smoking weed. They all got hammers. You know what I'm saying? They're not bad people necessarily. They're street people. I could relate to it, but I don't want you around it. So get your ass home. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you go down there to play basketball and they're around and that's what it is. So that's the situation, right? But if I'm your father and I'm working hard, nigga, you got every Jordan that's coming out because you're going to school. You got all the fly fits. You know what I'm saying? You got the fitters to match your shit. You got the socks to match your motherfucking drawers. You got the dope fucking jackets and shit. You a pretty boy. You a fly guy. You getting the broads. You know what I'm saying? Pops is picking you up from school. You know what I'm saying? In the fly joint. And motherfuckers is like, damn, son, what y'all do? Nah, we don't sell drugs. We don't do illicit bullshit. We're not nefarious gangbanging motherfuckers. We work hard on this side. And we fly, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. J Hood wouldn't have been impressed by all that. So what? You giving me sneakers from the back of the closet? So what? You trying to tell me about this or that? You know what I'm saying? My pops hits me with $200, $300, $400, $500 just to go do whatever I want sometimes at the mall. Because I had a great month, or I'm doing good at sports, or, you know, my mom and my dad hit me with some bread, and my uncle and my aunt. That's the other thing where I'm like, okay, J Hood's going through all this stuff in his life. Where's the rest of your family? Now, I don't know his situation because I didn't watch the whole interview. Maybe his mother's sick. Maybe his father, you know, was incarcerated or was ill, or maybe there were things going on that just made the situation tough. And I'm not coming down on him. Don't get it twisted. This is not necessarily about J Hood and like trying to shit on him and nothing like that. I'm highlighting this situation to highlight what's going on in the ghetto, highlight what went on in my life, and highlight a fucking problem that we have. And this is the perfect situation to set it off. You know what I'm saying? So now at the end of the day, he doesn't have shit. He doesn't have anything going on at home, and he's a young man that has to take care of his mother. You putting a lot on the LOX and these D-block niggas. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they're trying to move a business, but then they got love for you as they little man, you know what I'm saying? But you have no parents to hold it down. So when you downtown trying to sign a contract by yourself, that's when your pops is there like, what's good, nigga? Yo, y'all niggas want to go have some drinks? Y'all want to go do something? Y'all want to play pool? You know what I mean? Like what's popping off? Because we got time to kill because that motherfucking lawyer's late. And we gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of people coming down hard. Yo, they grimy, they this, they that, this one, they this. You know what I mean? And maybe that was the situation, but people don't understand things behind the scenes where I was talking with my man Vinny Idol. I still got more on my Vinny Idol interview to cut up and drop. There's more shit coming. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my nigga, you know what I'm saying? But he told me how the business works. Nigga, sometimes I didn't get paid for a year and a half, 2 years for something that got cleared on the spot. Well, not cleared, but like a check got cut or this happened or whatever, but it has to go through channels. It has to go through this company to go through that. Then this lawyer has to see this. And it's just business, man. So maybe they did give the money. And then maybe it had to get cleared. And then maybe you didn't know. And then maybe this happened like this and this happened like that. I don't know how it all went down, but I kind of know how this business shit works. So if your parents were involved, like that motherfucker Steve Urkel, Jalil White or something like that, I think that's his name. Steve Urkel caked off. That was a young nigga that came into the game, had his parents with him. Family Matters ain't play games. He got all his shit popping off. The only thing he couldn't really do was copyright everything because, you know, China be bootlegging shit and this one was doing. So niggas, they mad bootlegging on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And this was back in the 90s and all that. So he couldn't catch everything. But his parents did a really good job of keeping him in a certain space where he still has his money now. And he just like wasn't out here trying to provide for the family because the family was like living in a fucking one-room shack or some shit. I'm not saying that's what was going on with J Hood. They were living in a house. There were things going on. But if you want to put the blame on anybody, I should say, where was his family? And I'm not saying that to diss him. I'm saying that this is what we have to highlight. This is why I do my Christmas charities. This is why I do my Thanksgiving giveaways. This is why I help people constantly. If you go down my timeline, I've been doing this shit for years, son. This is why I give people money in the streets. This is why I'm constantly activated in my motherfucking community doing things for people that need the help, because I know this shit is crazy and nobody's looking at it. So everybody wants to talk about, yo, Styles and the LOX, they Grammy. Yo, man, Hoffa, he's fucked up for doing this. Yo, J Hood, he shouldn't have said that, or maybe he's keeping it real. Why are we not looking at the fact that J Hood was 13, 14 without a family? Why are we not looking at the fact that these dudes are trying to start a record label and now they got a young artist that's basically homeless, has self-esteem issues because he didn't really ever have shit. You underneath us. Now, he doesn't want to battle Joel Santana. He doesn't want to go at this one because he's saying that he doesn't have things that they have. Joel's wasn't rich right out the gate, but the nigga was talking that shit. And you was talking that shit, talking about smoking this and that and the 40 cal and bada bing, bada boom, you know what I'm saying? The 40 cal, you probably couldn't even hold that shit in your hand, the recoil, bang, and you would have shot yourself in the foot or something. I'm just making a joke, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say jail's a cheddar bomb or something like that. But I'm just saying you was spitting rhymes at a young age that way, you know what I mean? They sounded good, you could rhyme, but they weren't necessarily believable. So I really think it was a self-esteem thing because he didn't have all that stuff. And he had to rely on these guys. And he's just kind of looking at things through a certain lens. Like, damn, I think I'm becoming a man, but am I really a man? But at the end of the day, we're your family. So listen to everything I'm fucking telling you or kick rocks. And that's kind of what it was. And it was a fucked up situation that he had to face because he was like, damn, I thought this was my family, but my family's shitting on me. But you have to look at your real family that's not really doing nothing for you. And these niggas are doing something for you. So it's just a fucked up situation. But that's my perspective on it because I lived through what J Hood is going through. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why I didn't hustle for niggas back in the day. I saw them take my man's little tape player, this, that, his little gold chain, this mother. They didn't rob him, but he was trying to sell bullshit weed for them in tinfoil. Weed and tinfoil, like, come on, my nigga, this shit is, you know what I mean, trash. But he started owing money, and I guess he started smoking the shit. We was young. But I peeped that shit, I was like, oh, word. So, you know what I'm saying? He had a crazy uncle that came from up north that was living in the Bronx and shit, came down, fixed that shit quick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I was like, wow, you got older niggas that will take advantage of you. Like young motherfuckers. Get them in bad situations. You doing a 3 to 5. You doing 20 to life right now because of an OG or a big homie. That's fucked up. But these niggas try to deal with the madness going on in your life. They going back to your crib to check your step pops. What the fuck was your step pops doing? Why did these niggas have to do all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? When the house burnt down and this and that. And I understand, like, that's all valid to the story, but it boils down to what I'm saying. Where are the families? You see all these rappers dying. See all these motherfuckers getting lit up. You don't see their mothers around. You don't see their fathers around. You don't see them constantly just being with their family. Like if I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm fucking super rich. I'm chilling with my family all day, baby. Like, why are you out here in the streets trying to do this and trying to do that? So, you know, that has nothing to do with, you know, not trying to get sidetracked, but, you know, it all makes sense at the end of the day. The families have to do better. You need the nuclear family. You need the father. You need the mother. And they will raise great kids. But I'm out this motherfucker. Y'all be safe, be cool, be easy. Don't do anything stupid on the fucking internet or in these goddamn streets. And I'll see everybody soon, man. Peace.